Okay, this week is final exam week. This is the final exam schedule. If you guys want to take a picture of it, so you know, because it's not regular schedule. Today is regular schedule, but the rest of the week is like, it's completely different because every class that you test in has to be an hour and a half. All the red, those are when you're taking your final exams, and that's in those classes. Okay, so look for the period that you have me. That's when you're taking the test. We're going to review today and tomorrow. So please pay attention and ask questions if you don't understand something. So I created a cheat sheet that we're going to use, not on the test, but for right now, so that we know what to do in different situations. So there's going to be a question on the left, and then on the right, we're going to write down how we would do it in Desmos. Okay, and then we're going to practice it. So when they give you something like this, and they give you f of x, and then they say f of a number, then you're going to type the whole thing, type the equation, write this down, f of x equals x minus 7 in Desmos, and then in the next one, you're going to type f of 2. So it's pretty simple. You just type it, just like you see it. You don't change anything, and that will give you the answer. So I want you to pause the video, type this in Desmos, then type this in Desmos, so we can see what it gives us. Okay, so pause the video. I'm going to pause the video as well. So in Desmos, this is what you should have typed. F of x equals x minus 7. Then in the next line, you're going to type f of 2, because that's what they're asking you for. And it gives you the answer. Okay, negative 5. Let's say you forget. Let's say you forget about that. Let's go back. What is inside here? What is this? X. What do you think this is? X, right? So they're telling you that X is 2. So if you go to Desmos and you open up the table for it and you go look for 2, it will give you the answer. Okay, you can do it that way too, but I don't see why it's so hard to just type f of 2, f of 3, the number that they ask you. It's not hard. It gives you the answer. Okay, so it gave us negative 5. Okay, again, it's a table. They're asking you for 2. When x is 2, what is y? Negative 5. Okay, that's all they're doing. They're asking you for the y when the x is a certain number. All right, the next one. It says, which expression is equivalent? Okay? So look at the answer choices. Are those like a point where the line crosses? No. Is there an equal sign anywhere on here? No. When they say equivalent, they mean the same. So what is the word equivalent? Equals the same. Igual. So all we need to do is type all of these answer choices in Desmos. This one, oops. Let me get a red. We're going to type, and just change them to x's. Type this in Desmos. 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 And what are we looking for? The same. Which one is the same? ¿Cuál es el mismo? Okay, so we're going to type everything in Desmos. Type all in Desmos and see which one is the same. Okay, which one matches. So we're going to change all of these letters to x's. This is x, this is x, this is x, this is x, x, and x. So pause the video, type all of those in Desmos, and let's see which one is equivalent. So I paused the video, and this is what I typed up, and I turned them all off. So I'm going to turn them on one at a time. That's what this one looks like, red. The blue one, is that the same as my red one? No, so that's not it. Turn on the other one. It's really close, but if I zoom in, they're not, right? So that's not it. Then I turn on the next one. That's not it either. Turn on the last one, and that one's it. You can click back and forth from the red to the other one, and they're the same, the exact same. So because they're equivalent, iguales, that's the answer. So the answer is D. Okay, go down. These are the ones you guys like. They have an equal sign. When they have equal signs, all you do is type them and see where they cross, donde cruzan. Okay, so this one has two sides. Left side, you type it, and then right side, you type it. So right here, you're going to type y equals the left side. And y equals the right side. And see where they cross. Okay? Same thing for this one. You're going to type y, the first equation. So type, both equations in Desmos. And see where they cross. If they cross, they have one solution. If they don't cross, they have no solution. If they cross, it has one solution. Whatever that point is, that's the answer. And if it's one line on top of another line, those are infinite solutions. So all real numbers. It could be all real numbers. That's the symbol for all real numbers. So go ahead and pause the video. Type this one in Desmos. Type this one in Desmos, see where they cross, and then type this one in Desmos, type this one in Desmos, and see where they cross. Okay, here is the third one. This is the left side. I put y equals the left side, and I changed the m's to x's, and then this is the right side. So when I look for where they cross, because I know they're going to cross, it's right there. Now, what are they asking for? Are they asking for the whole point? Are they asking just for the x, or are they asking just for the y? So right here, I'm going to put the answer here, 1,47, but they're only asking for the m. And my m was my x, m, and then this was my y equals, because remember I changed the m's to x's. So they're only asking for the m. Okay, but you'll know the answer choices if they ask you for just one thing. Then it's just usually the first one or the second one. So look at the letters. Okay, pause the video, type the next one in Desmos, see where they cross. So I paused the video, I typed both of them in Desmos. This is what it looks like, and this is where they cross. So the answer would be 2, -4, because they're asking for the whole solution. They're not just asking for one or the other. So right here I would type 2, -4. Okay? And then the last one is saying which function represents the line that goes through these points. So what we're going to do is I'm going to type this point in Desmos, type this point in Desmos, and type all of my answers in Desmos. Because one of these equations goes through both of these points. So we need to see which one goes through both points. So type the points and equations in Desmos. And then it's which one goes through both points. Okay, so pause the video, type everything in Desmos. So I paused the video, I added my 2 points. You can either add them like this, or you can add a table, right, with both points. It doesn't matter how you do it. Then you add all the answer choices. I only added the answer that I know is true. So this one, I'm not going to tell you which one it is. This one goes through both points. Okay, so that means that's the answer. So that's all you have to do. Let's go to the next page. Let's go to the next page. Here, you need to know all of the key features for linears and exponentials. We did linears a while back. We did exponentials last week. So you guys have to remember both. So first of all, slope is the m, which is the change of y over the change of x, which is the rise over run. Okay? You can also use the function y1 approximately mx1 plus b, like put 2 points, add a table with 2 points in Desmos, type the equation like we did last week with the exponential one, and it will give you the m and the b. So you can do that. For this one, the rise over run, from here to here, it goes up 1, 2, 3. So the rise is 3. The run from here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes over 6. So that's 3 over 6, which equals 1/2. You can put this in Desmos, divide it, and see that it gives you 1/2. Okay, the y-intercept is very easy. It's where it crosses the y-axis. So where does it cross the y-axis? At 3. That's the y-intercept. So the y-intercept right here is 0, 3. The 0, write this down. 0 is the x-intercept. They're the same thing. 0 is the x-intercept. So it's where it crosses the x-axis. So that's at -6. Okay? The domain goes from left to right, like this. So this one goes from -6 all the way to 2. From -6 all the way to 2. It touches at -6 because it's a closed circle. And it does not touch at 2 because it's an open circle. So we would write it like this. X less than or equal to, -6 less than or equal to x less than 2. This has a line underneath because it's a closed circle. This does not have a line underneath because it's an open circle. So if you have a closed circle, it has to have a line underneath. If you have an open circle, it does not have a line underneath because it doesn't equal to it. Okay? And then the range goes from the bottom to the top. Bottom to top. So this one, the lowest that it goes is right here at 0. The highest that it goes is at 4. So it goes 0 to 4. It's the y. Range is the y. At 0, there is a closed circle. So it has a line underneath. And at 4, up here at the top, it's an open circle. So it does not have a line underneath. Pause the video. Okay, this next one, is this a growth or a decay? Growth, because it's going up. If it's a decay, it goes down like this. Okay, the y-intercept is right here at 4. The domain is always all real numbers. And the asymptote is right here at 2.